Happy Tuesday everyone, welcome back to another video. My name is Tawanda and this is Tawanda's Blessed Life, and on my channel I do decorating on a budget, DIYs, and hauls with a sprinkle of migraine enlightenment. I also do sister dog updates and lifestyle updates, and today we are on day number 12 of the 12 days of Christmas, and today I will be creating 6 bell DIYs. I will also go into more details about the host and the playlist during the video. So let's get started, and I hope you all enjoy. Okay, so for this DIY, I have this bell from Dollar General, I have some twine, I have a piece of ribbon from Dollar Tree, I have these wooden beads, and then I have a couple pieces of a pick that I had pulled off of one of my little stems that I had. So I'm going to start it off by adding my beads to my ornament once I have it open. And I want to add the greenery, and then I'm going to close it just to make sure, try and close it to make sure everything fits. And if you have these, if you purchase these from Dollar General, make sure you close them tight, because if not, then that will happen. So once I have it closed, I did end up putting a little piece of tape at the bottom. I'm going to go ahead and try and decide which bow I'm going to use and which ribbon I'm going to use to create a bow, excuse me. So then I decided I was going to use this brown ribbon because I felt like it kind of went better, it matched better with the beads inside of my bell. So here I am creating a bow. I have no idea what I'm doing, but it actually turned out pretty good, because as you all know, I am not the best at bow making, but nonetheless, so I still try. So here is my bow, and then once I have it complete, I'm going to go ahead and hot glue it to the top of my bell, and that is going to be it for this DIY. I absolutely love the way that it turned out. All of my DIYs for today that I am creating will be going in my bedroom. So yeah, I can't wait for y'all to see how everything turns out. For this DIY, I have this bell that came from the Habitat. I have my gold ribbon buff. I have this red piece of satin ribbon that came off of another ornament. And then I have this lace bow that is from a piece of my favorite lace. And what I'm going to do is take the gold ribbon buff, and I'm going to go around the bottom of the bell, and then I'm going to go over the raised areas on the bell with the ribbon buff. And I would also just like to apologize for the tree in the middle of the screen. When I grabbed this flyer, I forgot that I had my address on it, and I didn't flip it over on the other side, so I'm just trying to cover my address. So once I have my ribbon buff on everything, I'm going to go back and add my hanger, and then hot glue my bow to the top of my bell, and that is going to be it for this DIY. Really quick, easy, and simple. And I believe I paid 15 cents for this bell, so yeah, you have to let me know what you think about this DIY. So for this bell here that I have, I am going to remove the top of it, the floral arrangement, and I'm going to take my black ribbon buff, and I'm going to cover the whole bell with the black ribbon buff. And then once I have that complete, I'm going to go over the raised details on this bell with some of my gold ribbon buff. And then what I ended up doing was taking the hook off of an ornament and hot gluing it to the top of my bell, and that is going to be it for this DIY. I actually did not put a bow on it because I just kind of wanted to place this on my fireplace, and I just thought that it was nice the way that it looked. So yeah, so you'll have to let me know what you think about this DIY. And we are moving right along to our next DIY. So I have some twine, I have my gold and black ribbon buff, I have these bells, and then I have some clothespins. So what I did first was I went ahead and used the black ribbon buff all over my bells, and then I went back and added some of the gold to give it that antique look. And so here I have my twine. I went ahead and cut a piece off. I put it next to my fireplace to see how long of a piece I would need. I already have one of these on my fireplace in my living room, so this one's actually going to go on the fireplace in my room. And it doesn't have the bells on it. The one in my living room just has the clothespins on it. So I decided I was going to go ahead and add bells to this one. This is so that we can hang up our cards. So here I am just adding my bells, and I'm just going to place them onto my twine, and I'm just going to tie a knot. And once I have that complete, I'm going to go back and add my, I'm going to cut the edges, cut the ends off, and then I'm going to go back and add my clothespins, and I'm going to go ahead and just add my husband's birthday card from a couple of days ago, and that is going to be it for this DIY. Okay, so for this DIY, I'm going to use the other bell, and I'm just going to use all of the scrap materials that I have. I have some wooden beads, I have some twine, I have some pine cones, I have a gift tag, some of the scrap fabric, some scrap ribbon. So I'm going to just start off by taking the hanger off and then adding a twine hanger, and I'm going to open it up and go ahead and start to add all of my scraps to the inside of my my bell. So while you're watching me do that, let's go ahead and talk about today's playlist. So we are on day 12 of the 12 Days of Christmas playlist, and it's hosted by Brenda from Rustic and Lace DIYs and Krista from Krista's Crafty Life. And I will have the links to both of the hosts and the link to the playlist in my description box. So if you can go ahead and click on the link and continue to watch all of the lovely crafters videos, I would greatly appreciate it. And we're going to go ahead and get back into today's video. So I went ahead and cut off the bottom of the tag, and I placed that inside of my my bell, and here I'm just shaking it up just to make sure that everything is kind of spread throughout. And then I'm going to add a bow, and that is going to be it for this DIY. So we're moving on to our last and final DIY for today. So I have this spool, and then I have the rest of the gift tag. I have a wooden wreath, and then I also have, I believe it's like the lid to one of those candles that you place on a candle. So what I'm going to do is take my gift tag, and I'm going to cut it to size to fit on top of the spool, the ribbon spool, and then I'm going to hot glue it to the spool. And this is going to be my take on the busted canvas. I believe that's what it's called. But I won't be using the canvas, of course. So once I have it hot glued, I'm going to go ahead and place that lid on top of my my spool so that you can see the little snowman's face. And then once I have it like I want it and make sure that I have proper placement, I'm going to go ahead and hot glue the spool to the lid. And this is going to be an ornament, so I'm just going to call it an ornament. So then I'm going to take the wooden wreath, and I'm going to hot glue it to just on top of my ornament. And then I was going to use this ribbon that came off of the wreath, but then I just decided I needed something a little bit more larger. So here I am just using the larger satin ribbon. So I'm going to go ahead and just cut it to size. And then once I had that complete, I decided the back of it needed something also. So I had some scrapbook paper, so I went ahead and just used that to cover the back. And that is going to be it for today's DIYs. If you like what I am doing, please like, share, and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. Like I always say, be nicer, be kinder. God will love you for it. And I hope you have a blessed day. And I will see you on Sunday. And please go ahead and click on the link to continue watching all of the lovely crafters videos. Goodbye.